Onic, but this time around, it's a bit different. It's already different compared to the first leg. It was a 2-0 win for Fnatic Onic. Now it's a 1-0 start for liqud.
It's not as simple anymore. It's not as straightforward anymore. Things are getting wild.
Woohoo!
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome you into the second drafting phase presented to you by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy A55, A35 5G. TLID, again, Hayabusa, Phoveus being banned out. Last time around, they went in for the Faramis as well. To top things off, Fnatic Onic with the Chip and the Fanny, still the exact same bans for both of these teams. If they want to go for the exact same, that Jushin will be banned in for Fnatic Onic to seal the deal in the first phase. But are we expecting any changes perhaps in the second game?
Honestly, I don't really think there's going to be any changes, especially for Fnatic Onic. They had that game under their belt. That really came down to that one moment where they were lacking composure. This is a rare situation where I would say, for both teams, maybe we could see the same exact draft play out. Maybe the change, if they were to make a change, would be a ban to Hylos ban? Because the Hylos was what actually got them the win in the end, that final moment. If it wasn't for the Glorious Pathway 5-man charge, cavalry charge, then the Porcupines would have been able to get that dub, the Sky Kings. But they will leave the Jushin open. Are they ready for the Jushin?
That's the big question, it seems like. That is what they're still discussing. And that will be neither pan out, right? The Hylos and the Jushin will be left open. Nolan, though, a hero that got the MVP earlier, banned out.
Yeah, Fabian has been performing on the Nolan, but it doesn't go to say that he can't pick up something else, right? Technically, the Ling has been opened up. Julian, yes, is still something that he can go for, but we saw his Ling performance as well, and I don't know, TLID, do they want to go for the Hylos again?
Yes. Hylos first pick for sure. There's no way they should prioritize Jushin. They can pick up the Yve if Fnatic Onic actually pick up the Jushin here, and they're going to be kind of forced to do it, because TLID will probably take it if you don't go for it. Yeah. Edith will be a safe choice. I mean, the safest choice would still be Edith Roger, I think, with the Hylos here. Again, they don't really need to change that much for the draft, right? They just need to make an adjustment. Even if TLID pick the Jushin, Fnatic Onic can respond with a Yve pick.
We'll lose everything in
See here, will it be the...
Kyrie, finally, man! We've been asking. Yes! Okay.
And the Roger, no flex though this time.
Huh. Ling and Roger. Okay, that... I didn't expect that. I thought Ling and Edith. Now I'm kind of confused. Didn't expect the Ling because for some reason, Fnatic Onic never pick up the Ling. But they pick up the Ling now, and they go Roger. Gold. Oh, okay. Honestly, I think it's pretty safe for TLID to go Harith then, because Roger will be going gold. That's why. I was thinking, oh, okay, yeah, Harith. It should be just a Harith pick. And if they want, go Julian. Julian's pretty good against the Ling. Oh, they go Alpha. Alpha and Harith.
Okay. Matilda is going to be the priority here for the second phase. TLID, they want the Matilda if it's open, so Fnatic Onic, they have to waste a Matilda ban in that second phase. Let's see though, Fnatic Onic, to close out the first phase, I think a hero for Sans here, like the Vexana, is good, right? They need some sort of peel and as well as crowd control, and Vexana brings both.
That would be pretty good.
Valentina?
But
Terizla?
Yeah, I think safe would be Flex, right? Maybe the Edith here. Again, it's pretty good against the Harith. Yeah, it's a tough spot for Fnatic Onic because they don't really have Flex coming into the second phase. TLID do with the Hylos. They go Terizla. All right, they double down. They say, no, we don't need the Flex. We want to get some strong lanes.
I mean, Terizla can be flexed.
Oh, we really haven't seen Keyboy play it.
True,
I think it's like 80-20.
but that's what we thought about Cho.
But
and then
Cho
it was
has
flexed,
been flexed many
but not
times.
By
Rez
and Keyboy.
It's 80-20.
So
80-20.
there is still a possibility. It is a small possibility.
Yeah. I don't like
90-10.
But it
like
is
it
still a
Keyboy.
possibility.
It's like a Baloy pick, you know? It's like one of those roamers who wants to just deal damage. Keyboy's more of a playmaker, wants to make the big flashy plays happen. But yeah, it's still a possibility. Let's leave it there. I'll put it 90-10 though. It is a Edith ban now, actually, for Ewan. And by the way, why I think it's going to go to Rez is because Rez still has 100% win rate with the Terizla. He's only been able to pop off on the Terizla and the Arlet. When he doesn't get the Terizla Arlet, he's played Hylos, Cho, and earlier we saw Edith, 0% win rate.
And it's also within his name, Terizla.
I
He's got
thought you
that
were going to be
res.
saying something serious.
That's pretty serious, man.
What do you mean?
Terizla is...
He's not
Okay.
lying, right? That's a fact.
It is a
Terizla.
fact. It is a fact.
Second phase, I do still think Matilda is a good option here for TLID. Flex this high loss in that EXP. Alpha Matilda, you know, you don't have to go all in because you have that guiding wind. But the Eve, who was banned from the side of Fnatic Onic in that first game, actually this time they will ban it out.
Jushin setup?
Exactly, but remember, Fnatic Onic have first pick in the second phase, so the Jushin could actually be picked up by Fnatic Onic.
And they pick up the Zask.
And then they go for Zask. Yeah, that'll be pretty good. They could go for the Zask, and then maybe to round it off, like Ani mentioned, the Matilda. That'll be a pretty scary composition. But I think at this point, how crazy would it be if they just go for... We haven't seen this in a while in XP, but Xborg. Because Roger and Ling get a lot of value because they're able to be executors. If you have a lot of HP bars, it'll be a bit of a tough situation for Fnatic Onic, and TLID already have engaged tools with the Alpha and the Hylos. Maybe they're just lacking a bit more damage, so they ban out the Jushin, Vexana, Aurora, and the dreaded Zask, the Dominator.
The Zask would be so good for TLID, right? It really eliminates that kill pressure that the Ling has. It's going to make it a lot more difficult for Kyrie. I don't know, unless of course Fnatic Onic pick it up for themselves, but... Okay, Matilda takeaway. They're not letting it go for TLID to pick up.
I want to deny that potential weedy pick down. TLID though, what did they go for here? Against the Link, against Roger, very fast mobility, very fast paced as well. With the Matilda, speed is within the Fnatic Onic side. What will they balance it out with here? That's the question. Disengager? Pickoffs?
For some reason, I'm thinking of someone who can actually hold their own in the side lane, because right now, TLID don't have that. That's why, okay, CC, Tamas?
X-Board, that's why you said X-Board.
No, Xborg is for the fights, but you can't really hold the side lane later on in the game. You're more of a team fighting guy. Let's see. Oh, is that Angela?
Angela Cho.
Oh, where's the... Angela mid?
Angela mid, Cho roam, Hylos EXP? Or...
I mean, technically they do already have magic damage from the Harith, right?
True.
I don't know about this Cho pick though.
Me neither. Oh,
We might see a game 3.
there's a Terizla, Matilda. Yeah, I'm on the same page here, Gani. Fnatic Onic, Valentina, last pick. They can match the Angela Hardguard now. Pretty good comp for Fnatic Onic. For TLID, that Cho, Angela, last pick, is a bit questionable to me, but I really hope they are able to perform on it.
Who's on the Cho?
I have no idea.
Oh man, we didn't get to see it either.
It's the tease here for you guys.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The second game in this best of 3 series. Again, as we take a look at the counter index and the lineup ratings, it is favoring TLID just a bit. Quick agree or disagree?
Honestly, I'm going to have to say I like Fnatic Onic's draft.
Let's see.
Makes sense. And there it is. Both teams colliding once again at game number 2. Can TLID look for a clean sweep against the Sky Kings with 4 rookies and 1 veteran? Can they lead the team to victory? Let's get into the Land of Dawn for game number 2. Fnatic Onic versus Team Liquid ID.
Can Team Liquid make the 3-lose streak forward the side of Fnatic Onic? But we can see an early brawl in the mid 3v3, including Iran, who's on that Hylos.
Man, Flicker burnt out early. That was surprising to say the least. A brawl at the start of the game. But in terms of clear, it should actually favor the Alpha, right? At least early on. Later on, obviously, Kyrie will have a lot more items, damage items to clear faster. But early level 1 to 3, it really should be Mr. Flava Fave. Aran in this matchup, Terizla having a better time.
All right, let's take a look at the emblems too before we get into it.
Yeah, let's take a look at those emblems. Good take there by the Alpha. That's a thrill already for the Alpha. Vitality and the Tenacity. Tenacity Inspire still for Mr. Aaron Shiki. And actually, a lot of confidence in CW this time around. Master Assassin trying to get that lane dominance against the Herod, which I personally don't like. Oh, solo kills!
Oh my goodness, with the immunity and the flicker, Aaron Shiki, the rookie, finds a solo against the veteran.
First blood as well. Was this a favorable lane for Aaron Shiki?
Yeah, I would say the Herod wins out. That's why I was kind of shocked with the Master Assassin he has killed.
Bench points, Kyrie is level 4. Tempest Blade will be spent, and that will be Kyrie securing a kill on towards Yeha's kill. That will be all though, as Tweety is able to, trying to at least hold the minions off.
I really hope we get to see the replay of what happened, because that should have been a mistake from CW, right? The Master Assassin Roger, CW is almost never solo killed in lane. When was the last time you saw CW solo killed? Aaron, man, making a name for himself. This is the guy who went toe-to-toe against Skylar in the gold lane. Now we're seeing what he's got.
We are. And we're also seeing what both of these teams have got as they're centering around this next neutral objective that Fabian will be able to secure without contest coming in from Fnatic Onic. Kyrie doesn't even go for it.
Wow, but they want to control the purple. Who gets it? It will be Kyrie. Fabian, no purple. That will still be Fnatic Onic finding some sort of a compensation at the very least.
That was a very quick
Yeah.
adjustment from Fnatic Onic.
Quick punish there, really good stuff from Fnatic Onic. Like oh man, Aaron really utilizing that first kill advantage.
Oh no.
CW is not going to be able to lane anymore here. This should be a slow push build up. They can actually go for a dive if CW stays a bit too long. Kedua is recalling. This is setting up perfectly.
See here, not even level 4.
Oh, there you go.
It's Roger Weedy jumps in from the back. Angela, though, with the hard guard taken away. Sans jumps in time. So it's within calculation.
But it's good. Purify and the hard guard stolen. IMU is going to be back up for Sans, but the Purify won't be there for CW. Aaron will get even more gold.
Keyboy's there.
See 2v2 with the roamers. And seems like CW does not want business this time. Top lane, 2v1 potentially. But these EXP laners, will they commit on towards a fight?
No, that's just a cut.
Not just yet. If we take a look at both of these junglers, Kyrie's level 7 right now. Fabian is catching up, but still behind level 6. And it's going to matter in about 30 seconds when the contest starts to happen. Our TLID falling back into their regular pattern of just letting these objectives go and looking for trades elsewhere. It looks like an invade, though, coming from TLID.
It's 5 members rotating towards that purple. And that will be, again, with the Spear of Alpha, good usage on that ult. Kyrie in the backside, Tempest Blade committed. Good knock up with the penalty zone as well, but Fabian is still able to hold on. And that is Fabian actually finding the kill with the help of the Way of Dragon from Weedy.
Oh man, an overcommit there from Fnatic Onic. They should know that for TLID, this is the mid game. Well, actually, it's still the early game. We're only now approaching the mid game, and TLID's comp is built for that mid game.
Dragon though, Keyboy, will he commit the Circling Eagle? No. Let's see here, it's a reset of tempo from both teams.
Wait, Aaron.
Solo kill, Circling Eagle, he baits Aaron Shiki out. CW will be able to trigger the flicker. Meanwhile, Fabian collecting the neutral objective.
I mean, I was about to say that maybe Fnatic Onic could utilize the Aaron Shiki's absence to their advantage for the neutral objective, but TLID, they didn't let that slide either, right? It looked like they were using even Aaron Shiki as a time buyer for them to pick up that neutral objective. So already a different pattern coming in from TLID. Perfect turtle, 2-0 in the first 5 minutes.
Because we have to remember earlier, Kyrie has no purple ball, so they can't go for the contest. Witty!
Yep, where Dragon does not land to where it wants. Witty now trying to reposition with the Shunpo. Is able to get out.
Yeah, but again, why they weren't able to really go for any trades on the neutral objectives because Kyrie doesn't have the purple buff, gets stunned from the wall, and this is where it gets really tough for Kyrie.
Goodness, you're terrifying. 3v1 with a hard guard though. Fabian looking to find the revenge. Seems like the mid lane will be the target from the side of TLID, but Fnatic Onic, they have managed to clear the wave. The bottom side, a Way of Dragon Purify 4. CW will find the escape route. No, Aaron Shiki too clean with it, to Slick with it.
And a tower falls as well. That kill over to CW is going to be very punishing. He's at 0-2-0 with a Warcry emblem. Isn't able to get the advantage of the Warcry emblem in the first few minutes of the game. And it's hard now for Fnatic Onic.
It is, it really is. I think for Fnatic Onic, like we said, we kind of agreed that the drafts, in the end, they made it work. But we technically can still go back to that first pick, Ling plus Roger, giving the Harith all the necessary resources technically to actually win out on that lane. Now CW is behind on the Roger. You know how bad it is to be behind on the Roger? How bad it feels to be behind on the Roger?
Yeah.
It is not good. This hero was built to at least go even by the mid game. Now he's so behind, he doesn't have any items, and this should be free for TLID.
Spear of Alpha on towards Rez. That's true damage penalties, although on towards no follow-up damage. The backside, Aaron Cheeky will deal some sort of damage as well on towards Rez. He falls. T-Boy San CW running from the hills. Running for the hills, and now with the glorious halfway, Fnatic Onic, they will concede, and that will officially be a perfect turtle for TLID.
There it is, 7 minutes, perfect turtle. Weedy goes in again.
Circling Eagle, disturb position, and they will lose the mid lane turret as well. This spells disaster.
It does, but remember, Kyrie was, by the way, a level ahead of Fabian. So despite Fnatic Onic falling behind, Kyrie has still been doing work. He has still been very busy. Rondo also busy.
Glorious halfway, pops just to be a nuisance. With a retribution, Kyrie will secure that purple, no problem.
And back to the point, they can still use Kyrie as that plan B.
I don't think so.
Wave Dragon on towards one. Now glorious halfway from Sans actually finds Weedy. Rez with the penalty zone. The damage will be enough to burst him down. Flicker spans. Guiding Wind caught him in the act. And that is TLID again with the response. 1-for-1. Fnatic Onic, they will lose their inner, but top lane will be sacrificed from TLID.
Yeah, to go back to that point, I don't think so.
Not
Unfortunately,
even
this
to
game...
push the side lanes?
Yeah, you can push the side lanes, but you're going to get one turret. And at this point of the game with a 4,000 gold lead, TLID won't be trading turrets for turtles. They'll be trading turrets for lords. They'll be trading turrets for even more pressure. And if you're caught down below, no purple buff. Right now, he has purple buff. That's why you can see him actually be all around the map. But again, even if, let's say, Kyrie is plan B, for that, TLID have Hylos. Who's going to deal with Hylos with CW so behind?
It is a challenge. It definitely is a challenge. What's the loophole then? What do they do? Aran again, giving so much pressure, giving so much vision over and information over for his team. So let's circle back on that. We know what the winning conditions for TLID are now. Fnatic Onic, can CW catch up? Is that what we're waiting for?
Oh, Survival on towards 2. That's the guiding win here. Oh, waiting. With the flanks, though, it will just be the Purified Ball Alres, soaking a lot of damage, and he will be taken down. That is TLID in its full power, though. Onic, they're trying to distract this Ling. Is top lane, TLID. They will not continue the pressure in that mid. They will have to respond in the top lane.
No, that was actually pretty good by Fnatic Onic. The fact that they got a tier 2, traded in for just a kill on Rez, no problem. But now, TLID, do they get... Oh, Fabian almost caught on there. CW? Okay, he's good. All right, TLID need to utilize the advantage they have right now to actually go for the Lord. And if Fnatic Onic decide to go for the fight, this should be a winning fight for TLID.
Let's see here, Aaron Cheeky again. So massive with on this Harris. Now good turf fight. Circling Eagle on towards the backside. Weedy and Aran actually in trouble, but the Lord will be claimed by Fabian. Now it's an all-out war! Fabian fights unstoppable Rez. Very low, taken down. And Fnatic Onic, they will again run for the hills. Fabian still very healthy. Good thing the Flask of the Oasis doing work.
2-for-2 trade, ladies and gentlemen. Weedy Aran for CW and Rez. They lose their gold laner. Luckily, the death timers are quite forgiving, but the twist is TLID are able to pick up that Lord that should be marching in that bottom lane. And you saw that, Holy Crystal for Aaron.
Yeah, at 10 minutes, that's very, very fast for the Harith. There's a good thing now that I am going to say, technically for all the Fnatic Onic fans out there who are still hoping for Fnatic Onic's victory, they can outscale TLID in a way. There's going to be a window for TLID to close this game. I think 12 to 14 minutes would be ideal for TLID with all their power spikes hitting. Alpha, Harith and Angela, but later on, I think Kyrie, Sans, and CW will actually be able to hold on, but yeah, they're gonna have to defend for that long. They have to get past the 12-minute, the 14-minute.
Turret here will be taken care of in the bottom side, and the Lord, yeah, good pressure, right? Good discipline. They know that there are no more objectives technically, so they will relieve off some sort of a pressure. Fnatic Onic though, they still need to turtle in their base.
The thing is, there are 3 lanes still pushing. Right? What's the decision made by TLID? Greedy, conceal.
Damage already. Now with the hard guard, Fabian trying to sustain. He is buying time. Now that's a good way of dragging on towards Rezla, and he will fall. Mid-turret focus now is going to be TLID. Again, just taking the turret down. The base exposed, trying to cancel it. Will this be a clean sweep? Ladies and gentlemen, the Sky Kings, they have fallen against the Cavalries.
The big question was with the change of lineup. Does this lineup, this new TLID, do they have what it takes? And they did. Right? 1 down, a few more others to go, but the Sky Kings, the back-to-back-to-back champions, the MSC champions,